are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. I'm Ethan, and this is David. We're with FH Fur here to do your install for today. I've got information here in my iPad for you, but what would you prefer for us to call you today?
Mr. B.
Mr. B. All right. Mr. B, nice to meet you. We've parked our truck right down here. Is that okay for the moment?
Yeah, that's perfect.
That's all right? Okay, great. I saw some fishing equipment out here on the porch. Who's the fisherman?
My wife.
Your wife. Excellent. All right, it looks like she's gearing up for a trip.
Oh yeah, Outer Banks.
Okay.
A couple times a year.
Excellent. Yeah, that weather changing, I know that you start getting the itch for going get fishing, so good. Excellent. Well, is it okay if David and I come in?
Yes, absolutely.
All right, we're going to put our shoe covers on. We don't want to track anything from outside and inside your house.
I appreciate
Beautiful
that.
hardwood floors here. So a few questions for you, just so we can kind of get to know everything before we get the job started today. How long have you all lived in the home?
5 years.
5 years? Okay. Who all is going to be in the home with us today while we're here doing the job?
Just my wife.
Just
I'm
your wife?
leaving.
Okay, all right. And then what pets do you all have in the home?
None.
No pets?
No pets.
Okay, all right. I noticed you've been a preferred partner plan member for about 2.5 years, so I just wanted to tell you thank you for that. We've got a few expectations we want to go over with you, just to kind of let you know, and as well your wife. You said your wife's going to be the one that's here today with us?
Yes.
Is she available right now where she can kind of come and hear what the expectations are?
No.
No? Okay. If you wouldn't mind sharing with her these expectations we're going to go over, that way she can be on the same page with what we're going to do. First of all, you've had a chance to meet David and I. Should there be anybody else from our company that stops by, we'll make sure that we introduce those people to your wife. Okay? We've reviewed the job, and we are confident that we can get this done well for you today. We're going to verify the job with you. Do you have about 10 or 15 minutes before you head out?
I'm going to have to run.
You're going to have to run? Okay. Well, we got a few minutes of things we need to verify the job. So would it be better for us to meet with you before you run off, or would it be better to meet with your wife?
That was a good, I was trying to, meet with me.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, we can and I'll make sure that we take care of time so you can get out of here for that. But we'll verify that. Then David and I are going to get to work with the job. It sounds like any time in the job that we need to talk about any changes, we can talk with your wife. If that's something that, if she wants to give you a call, or if you want us to give you a call, whoever can make that decision, we're more than happy to run that change by them before we make that change. We don't always have changes, but sometimes they come up. But we'll make sure before we do that, we get somebody's permission to do that. At the end, we're going to be walking through somewhere around, since you mentioned you were leaving, somewhere around 4 o'clock is typically when we walk through the new equipment. So would that be with you, or would that be with your wife?
It'll be with my wife.
Okay, all right.
I work at FH First, so it's rare that I get home before.
Gotcha. We'll make sure we get a walkthrough done with you, with your wife. 5-star service is what we're striving to give you and your wife today. If at any time in the call, let your wife know. She can stop us to get us back on track. At the end, we'd love to ask for a review, and that way our manager can know how well we did today.
Perfect.
Okay? What questions do you have for us before we verify this equipment with you?
I don't think I have any.
Okay. Where would be a good place where we could go sit down for just a couple minutes and verify the equipment? Right here. All right. All right, here we go. All right, you know what? Thanks for giving us time. I'm going to be very quick with this just because I know you've got to get out on the road. What's going to be the best location for us to come in to your house with the equipment?
Basement access.
The basement, okay. All right, then you mentioned no children and no pets. So we can bypass that one for right now. We're going to put down floor protection. Just want to make sure that you and your wife know that could potentially be a trip hazard. But we're going to take care of your house well today. Neighbor concerns. Sometimes we have neighbors who are concerned about the noise that we make. So should there be any customers that you're concerned about that may need just a touch real quick to let them know? I didn't see a whole lot of houses driving in, but if you've got neighbors that may be concerned, just if you'll let them know. Also, electrical equipment. Where's the electrical panel in your house?
It's in the basement. No, it's in the garage.
Okay, all right. We're going to take a look at it just in a little while. We'll have to flip some of these breakers. Right now, today, we're planning on installing the new HVAC equipment as well as the new water heater. So there will be outage with the water, but we'll make sure we let your wife know before we cut the water off. Okay?
Okay.
Noises and smells. If you want to let your wife know, there's definitely going to be some different noises and smells than what she may be used to, and that's normal. Should there be any kind of concerns, we'll make sure she knows. CO2 detectors. How many CO2 detectors do you have in the house?
3.
3 already?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. We have those available if you want to update those, but if you already have them and you're comfortable with them, then those would be great. Last thing, approved bathroom. Where would be the best bathroom for us to use throughout the day if we need to?
The one in the basement.
The one in the basement? Okay, all right, thank you for your permission on that. Usually around 3 to 4 is when we do our walkthrough. You mentioned you probably won't be here. If you can let your wife know, between 3 and 4 is when we're going to do that walkthrough. Okay? Best contact number, we have contact numbers in our iPad account here. I've got 540-777-9999. Is that the best number for contact?
Perfect.
Okay, perfect. Also at the end, would you be willing to give us a favor of giving a review for us to our manager?
Sure.
Okay, excellent, thank you. When we go through the home in just a few minutes, we're going to be looking and making sure that there's no damages to your property, so we can make sure that if there is, that it's not from us. So just wanted to bring that up with you. Then I noticed you've already paid this in full, looks like through Green Sky, so appreciate that. There's no balance here, so if you'll just initial here and we can get started. Thank you. It's with his pen. All right, we just need to know where the best access is for your thermostat, or where the access is for your thermostat. So you have a couple minutes to walk through the house, or do you want to just point us in the correct direction?
Yeah. Thermostat's
Thermostat's right there? All right.
pretty good.
Well, we're going to get started with that, and hope you have a great day. All right, give these guys a hand. Good job.